He was saying that according to my accountant, in order to qualify, your state had to mandate your shutdown. Well, you just told us that there's other pathways there. It's not just the shutdown, correct?
So yeah, and so I don't want to talk bad about any accountant or any CPA because they're smarter than I am and do a better job at 1,000 things. But we do a pretty good job at this one thing, and that's all we do, our name ERC specialists. There's been so much misinformation about ERC and a lot of changes. At one point, to say that you don't qualify for ERC because you got PPP was actually accurate, but that's changed. To say that you only qualify for revenue or a direct shutdown is not accurate. And specifically, 2020 IRS notice 2021-20, page 28 towards the bottom, that question was actually brought up. I'm an essential business. I was never shut down, even though there might have been a government shutdown, but it was irrelevant. It didn't apply to me. Is there a path for me to qualify? And yes, if operations were affected with supply chain, that's one of the ways that it was affected. This is so broad. Let's be clear about what this is. And I like the definitive ways to qualify and the definitive aspects of this. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, ERC is wide open and has caused a lot of uncertainty on a lot of it. 3 different tax attorneys that we have retained and talked with, 3 out of 3, right? So it's not like 3 out of 6, but the 3 out of 3 have looked at this and said, we could get any company to qualify. This is so broad. So that's the extreme on one side. We don't want to take that extreme. We definitely know though, with supply chain, with revenue, with direct shutdowns, one of those 3 paths, very definitive, although it could be much more broad than that. So we try to stay on that conservative side. Also, with so many changes in this program, let's not guess, just go through the questionnaire. Trust when it comes to your CPA. In fact, that's how, twice on that. So when it comes to your CPA, a lot of times they mean well, but they have so many other things to worry about, and understanding everything, all the details of ERC is, they probably just don't have the time to really understand that. So be very cautious on what you may hear from an accountant. They mean well, but it can cost you tens of thousands and maybe 100,000 or more as a mistake.